Radio check.
Spotter radio check.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Hello, gentlemen. Tonight, first race of the chase, take care of each other. As usual, double file restarts. Initial start is on green. Every other restart outside of that is on the leader. On pit road during cautions, if there is any, stay to the left side of the dotted line. Please and thank you. Don't intentionally wreck each other. If you stay out and you cause an accident, it's intentional wrecking. We had to penalize somebody for that. Any questions? Can we not, turn right as well as left? No. Hello, gentlemen. Tonight, first race of the chase, take care of each other. As usual, double file restarts. Initial start is on green. Every other restart outside of that is on the leader. On pit road during cautions, if there is any, stay to the left side of the dotted line. Please and thank you. Don't intentionally wreck each other. If you stay out and you cause an accident, it's intentional wrecking. We had to penalize somebody for that. Any questions? Oh, there's no invert. Yeah, thanks, TP. You got me, brother.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, we got a lineup on the right side.
The track temp is 120. The air temp is 82 Fahrenheit.
Oh, also, one thing, because I was also talking about somebody in the Discord about this. So if you pass somebody and you go off track to make that pass, and they aren't wrecking, I'm going to make you give that position back. Just so you know.
What if it's out of the carousel, because there's no off track for that?
Anything outside of the white line. Keep it on the island, as it says in the Project Cars game.
If I get the opportunity, I'm going to plan on passing someone on the outside of the carousel on exit, because there's no off track.
I'm literally telling you, I will make you give that up. Pass in the braking zone.
There's no reason why we should give it up if there's no off track.
No reason you should have to go all the way off track to pass somebody.
Are we allowed to use that runoff like just normally?
Yeah, you're allowed to use it normally. As long as you aren't completing a pass or making a pass, you are allowed to use it. If you're making a pass, don't use it to complete the pass.
What if we pass a wreck on the outside?
Yeah, that's fine. If you're passing a wreck, that's fine. My point here is if you're like racing side by side with somebody, right? Or if you're coming up on somebody and you just take the runoff instead of trying to make the corner, I'm going to make you give that position back.
Got it.
I'm not telling you guys you can't use the runoff. I'm telling you that you can't complete a pass using the runoff.
Yeah, that'll be your only trouble zone that iRacing will give us a slowdown anywhere else.
That's fine. I'm not too concerned.
Good way to avoid that is run the boot next time. No, don't run the boot. I hate that shit.
The only reason we didn't was because we ran it in the truck. Alright, good luck. Have fun. On green.
Okay, Johnny, here we go. Go, go, go. the lead.
Really?
I didn't mean to do that. My brakes locked up way over. Alright. I just took a hard drive to keep utilities.
That lap time was 1:13.8. The guy behind has just done a 1:14.1. The gap behind is now 1.9 seconds. We're setting the pace.
Thanks for the note. You're now in the lead. That lap was at 1:14.2.
behind is now 3.1.
We have 20 laps to go tomorrow.
The lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused. That was 114.3.
Katie, he's pushing us back to weak.
The gap behind is now 5.3 seconds.
wrecking the carousel. Keep moving now.
You've just done a 115.0.
Ah, no, I'm so glad to see you back and give me somebody to race.
Oil, bud.
Okay, Johnny, you've used half your fuel.
Yeah, I'll let you go up on this straight up here. I'm down on power pretty bad.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Are you?
The gap to light leg behind is now 7.8. That was a 115.2. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. Light leg behind is pitting.
Cover the contact there.
You're good.
Oh, hi, Chad. Oh, hi, Dick.
Yo.
Engage limiter. Box in 460 meters.
19 pitting.
Weeks behind is pitting.
Hitting this time.
Pit box in 5,
100 meters.
3, 2,
50 meters.
right here.
72 pitting.
There's a car behind. Stay inside the line.
Sorry, David, I got tight going into 6.
take this flap.
Take a 9 setting.
Bro, they didn't give me enough gas to make it to me, and I gotta come back down.
P3.
Thank you.
Fastest lap for light lane, 113.8. Okay, Johnny, you're reeling Jones in. The gap's now 6.7 seconds.
On your left. Clear left.
Yep.
Hitting in kind of.
Nice one, Johnny. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P2, you've just done a 114.0. You're reeling Jones in. The gap is now 2.4 seconds. Sectors 1 and 3 are good. Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace.
Something I'll let Javid on next to those carousels.
Left side. Clear left.
Good pass. Eyes front.
Are you fucking kidding me? What do we do? Won't take follow up on that. What'd you say? I can't hear you with your mic in your mouth.
This is brilliant. Keep it up. You're leading. The gap to Jones behind is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds.
Vince, I got you on this stretch up here after the F.
Okay. Thanks.
Jones behind is pitting now. That last lap was at
Almost like
114.0.
like 20 horsepower down, so.
Johnny, I'll get it to you on the front stretch.
Thank you.
Yep.
Car right, clear right.
Sorry, sir.
That lap was at 114.4.
Your fault I'm chunk. Some people can't drive it straight. It's in line. I'll give it to you next straight, record.
Left side, clear left.
Go left, Johnny.
Right side,
Adam, I'll give it to you up here.
clear to the right.
You're leading. Your lap time was 115.0.
Car left, clear to the left.
The gap behind is now 9.5. Alright Johnny, we're halfway through. Should be about 11 minutes of fuel left.
Car right. Still there. Clear to the right.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3.
Thanks, Brent.
I tried hauling on as long as I could.
I appreciate you not being an ass about it. Not like we're racing too much, but I appreciate it.
Okay, Johnny, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Copy the X's, I'll get it to you.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 9.9 seconds.
Alright, Brady, I'll just give you on the front stretch.
Thanks.
So you must
Okay,
remember
Johnny,
I got you
lap
on
times
top
are
of
pretty
you.
consistent.
You ever hear of a choke neck?
Yeah, I hear you like to do it a lot.
Oh! Not you, Gilbert. I wasn't talking to that idiot, please.
Sorry about this. We all do it. Mine was about 15 minutes ago.
Not on purpose.
Left side. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear to the left.
One more lap. You're P1.
Left side. Clear to the left.
Thanks.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 9.3 seconds.
Good race there, Chris. I finally ran out of left rear.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Perfect drive. Absolutely flawless.
Good win, Eckert. That was honestly probably the most fun racing I've had here, Tate.
That was crazy. And I knew neither of us were going to junk each other because we both want those T points too. Get back in Discord, you dick.
DJ, I wasn't trying to hold you up. I just didn't know where to swing and let you go.
Sorry whoever I spun in front of earlier. I had a brain fart and stepped on my dick.
Good run there, Dylan. My thing was evil. My car was evil.
track temperature's rising. It's now 107 Fahrenheit.
Same rules as half one here, guys.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, we got a lineup on the right side. Pit road is closed.
53 minutes. The track temp is 91. The air temp is 81 Fahrenheit.
Factoring in the bonus points that I know of, which is lap spot, I obviously don't know fast lap because I'm not going to go through everybody's lap times. So that's one bonus point I can't.
Follow
But
the
right
pace
now,
car.
without
Right
that,
lane.
Deckard is 8 points ahead of Tate.
Outside line, what's going on here?
Mr. 83.
83 needs parked. Or towed off.
He's rolling.
He needs another EOL, he said.
Oh, a pedal shut off.
Sorry.
Bro, are you kidding me, Monticelli?
My dog came in my room and got in my lap.
My man, we didn't even take the green yet.
Sorry guys, you're right. See you later. It's okay.
That's gonna be the old probation.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard or seen anything like firsthand that has led me to want to do anything, so.
Get ready.
Heads up, we're going green. Go, go, go!
On your left. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
Vic, just like everybody.
Hold your line.
Full course caution, watch
Okay, I
out.
know, it takes me a minute.
Oh, we were gonna be 3 wide into the bus stop.
I just said that in the Discord. I was like, the leaders are 3 wide. It's been great to go green.
US, you get to pass me whenever you get up here. We'll be good.
Yeah, Robert, you gotta go past me as well.
Yeah, just stop in the grass, so I gotta pass people here.
Vic, we're gonna do a quick yellow, right?
I can't quicken it until the pace lap has been like one pace lap.
Pace car is out. Line up
Pace
single
truck is
file
leaving
behind the pace
the,
car.
pit road
We're under
now.
caution. Pit's closed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull off and leave the race.
See you next week, Monticelli.
Baby.
Well, this is the first road course caution of the season, fellers.
Cool.
Hey, Bracey, how bad's my front end? You don't have a hood. That's all I can see right now, but yeah. Cool. I didn't think I hit him that hard, but okay.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Nick!
He's responding on all teams, yeah.
Pit road is now open.
Pits are open.
Yo, we got a caution. You still got time. Get that bitch fixed up and get her back out there.
Tom, what the hell are
Engage
you
the
doing?
limiter. Box in 460 meters.
Pit box in 10. 5.
100 meters.
3. 2.
50 meters.
Right here. That's it, go! Line up single file. Catch the 73 car.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
9 of you decided that you weren't going to listen to the instructions about pit road under caution. 9. So is that 9 penalties? That'll be 9 EULs coming right up.
Vic, I'll be honest, I don't know if I went. Well, I guess I did. It's just tough because I'm trying to click my stuff. I don't know where I am. My, like, tires and all that.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Alright, man, we're going green.
All right, Johnny, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Shit, you weren't supposed to. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I'd like to see that rule kind of go away next year. Especially, like, if you're doing a green flag pit stop, you got to be clicking your stuff. You're not looking at your...
Not a green flag pit stop, that's the problem.
I said the problem.
I'm telling you, you said under a green flag pit stop. The rule's under caution, dude.
Well, you're still doing stuff under yellow. I'm just saying. What?
Why don't we just start where we are? You just deal on the whole field.
I mean, if whatever. I don't even want to run out here anymore tonight anyways.
Go, Ray.
I mean, I joy run 30th out here on fucking road course on Thursday night, twice full.
Do I have to go in front of people?
Wherever it's telling you to line up, you have to line up.
Robert, is it telling me to go past you or not?
No, it's saying I have to stay behind the 21. I have no idea.
Yeah. Brent was pulled over like I was supposed to be behind him, or in front of him, but it didn't tell me to do that.
And now it doesn't even have us doubled up after the top 5 or 8. Just a single file line.
Get ready.
I'll just look at the replay to the damn race, signing of the scooter right now.
Green flag.
Clear left.
P2.
Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
I'm sorry. Missed everyone though.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Come on, Johnny. Nicely done. Just ignore him, he'll go away. You're now in the lead. The guy behind has just done a 114.7. Yellow flag. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 0.9.
Vic, there's someone on their lid in the carousel.
I'm aware.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
Fastest lap. The guy behind has just done a 113.1.
What the fuck is wrong? I locked him up. Sorry.
I shouldn't have lost that much time. Dumbass computer.
Sorry about that, man. I locked him up.
Okay, Johnny, we're matching race pace.
The incident between the 9 and 21 was noted, by the way.
Good.
As was the incident 2 laps prior with the 21 and the 9.
Fucking wrecking ball.
The gap behind is now 3.2 seconds. You're in the lead.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that in both incidents. It's not my night plan. Sorry.
behind is now 2.7
Just
seconds.
got karma. Karma to myself. There it is.
Your lap times are increasing. Come on, keep your focus.
Sorry, let me have this thing.
You're all good, buddy.
The gap behind has now decreased to 0.7. Okay, Johnny, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. You've got half your fuel left.
Take it on the left of your 50. say hi.
Thanks, Troy.
Right side. Clear right.
The gap to light leg behind is now 6.8.
Oh, I'm coming. Can I have it into one?
There's a car rejoining in front. You've just done a 115.0.
I'll say right, Jaden.
Right side. Clear to the right.
You want fresh tires west of green?
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Car right. Clear. Clear to the right.
Your lap
Take it,
time
Ryan.
was at 115.3. Pay attention to track limits, please, Johnny. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. That's half distance. We think about 8 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'll stay to the right. Thanks, TJ. Nice save, US.
The gap to light leg behind is now 7.0.
Kindness, what are you doing?
That lap time was 1:15.0. All three sectors are 0.6 off the pace.
I could also do the same thing.
Passing a field filler.
Calm down, honey boo boo. Thanks, Chris.
Yep.
That lap was a
Thank you
1:15.0.
again, DJ. My screen froze the first time at the bus stop.
On your left. Still there. Clear on the left.
Stones.
No problem.
Okay, Johnny, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Light lane is reeling you in. The gap's now 5.4.
Sorry, Chad, I've got to move traffic here.
You're good at the shit corner.
If I give you 2 first search here, Damien.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Goodbye, goodbye. Or whatever you can.
You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. That's 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Thank you, David.
out to light lane. Behind is now 5.4.
We have about 2 laps of fuel left.
I have 3 cars for me and him.
You've got 2 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm top 10 right now. I got good pace.
Come on, Johnny.
Where's
One more lap.
Thornquist?
Keep it together.
I know he's
We'll
not
win
a threat.
this.
Just curious.
Very little
Turn
fuel left. Hit this lap. In this lap.
Left before the last round.
Two litres left. We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
We have final corner 0.6.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Yeah, good race, man. Appreciate it. Jo, thank you. Appreciate you.
P13, P14.
Fantastic drive.
I had .2 coming across the
Yeah,
line.
no problem.
I was
No
saving
problem,
from the
man.
get-go, so
I'd help out.
props to you.
You should break it. You should break this all right now.
Yeah, I crossed the line to 0.3 gallons, half a lap.
Yeah, I don't know how you had .1 gallons more than me, but good sweep. It'll be a good battle.
Yeah, for sure. Good race. Oh man. All right. Well, I have enough fuel to do some burnouts, but I need to get over there. Yeah. See, this is another case of don't tweet. Just don't tweet. Don't tweet about me. Don't talk about me. Leave me alone, because you're not gonna like what's gonna happen.
I just don't understand why we went 3 wide in turn 1, lap 1.
I mean, listen. I didn't understand why Thornquist was adamant on taking us too wide throughout the S's. I mean, I had the preferred lane up. I mean, he had the preferred lane in the left, but like I was ahead of him. I had the position. I just that's when accidents happen. And alas.
Well, I mean, Leininger, I don't understand why.
Hey, I finally finished a road course race on the lead lap after
I don't
4
understand
years.
how he doesn't get penalized, because he left the racing service and just came on and just annihilated me.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Hey, you all showing up for that guy.
All right, I'm going to interview.
I'm gonna go play VR, so I'll
Later,
talk
bud.
to y'all later.
Good run, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Okay.
You never fail to let me down at Watkins Glen.
I'm a big fan of this place. You haven't, if you didn't know yet.
I hate you. I hate you. I was like, dude, I had a frame freeze at the top of the hill going into the bus stop, and that's why I went straight on. And after that, I got pissed off. Tate's like, all right, it's fine. You can run him back down. I'm like, shut up, dude. Let me drive. And then,
Oh, he was just telling me how he told you to shut up to let him drive.
Yeah, well, shit kept freezing up, and then he
Yeah.
almost lost it. I was like, hang on to it. He's like, shut up!
Yeah.
I was like, chill, dude. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I
I don't
was.
know Were you saving the whole time and just letting
Yep.
him run it behind you?
Yep.
I mean, it had to have been.
Yeah, because I knew right away that it was close. Just from Vic's numbers, I knew that what he had posted, whatever, that we had like 20, 22 laps of fuel.
I was looking at that too. I was like 20 to 22. We're gonna go green with 22.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't make 22. I knew we couldn't make 22, so I was like, we're gonna be 2 laps short. And I was watching my dash, and I'm like, it's telling me that I'm good to go, but I know if I wait 5 laps, that's gonna be gone. That's gonna be completely wrong. And here we were.
I like
so
saved for like the first 4 laps, and I was like, it had me like 3 laps to the good. So I was like, oh, we got this.
yeah,
Then I went hard for like a lap, and it was back down to even. I was like, I need to start saving again.
Yeah, I was like,
But I kind of figured out.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Good.
No, you.
No, good.
I kind of figured out like a line that lasts like 10 laps, where I could be a little bit more aggressive and still save the fuel. And I was like, it's just too late. If he's got enough, like when Thornquist pitted, I was like, if he doesn't pit the lap after, he's chilling.
Yeah. I was wondering what Thornquist was gonna do there, because it didn't, like, ultimately if he's gonna pit, that decision was made on the restart, like when he started going. And when I was surprised that he pitted as early as he did, because it didn't really make sense, like from any regard. Like I knew he was going to have to pit, so I was kind of surprised that he pitted that early in the run. But I was like,
so I got third somehow.
yeah, I was sitting here. Oh yeah, he did. Wow, shit. I was in third gear 3/4 of the way through the lap, or through that run, like bus stop all the way through to the last corner, and then, if I needed to shift up, I was like, I was in
I was
fourth.
actually surprised at how fast it was in third gear in the bus stop.
I know. I didn't think
I
it
was
was
like,
gonna
man,
stick.
These lap times are not that far off.
No. I was, yeah, when we got there, when we got to that point, the lap times, for me at least, the lap times in third were just as good as they were like in second in that same situation, which is weird, but I imagine just because of the cooler track, it helped a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was running like 1:14 at the end of that race on like the old tires, and I was like, that's pretty good for me. It only took me 10 to burn them off that first race.
Yeah, they didn't wear as much as I thought they were gonna wear, at the end of in the first race. Just with it being so hot and slick, and the humidity being as high as it was, I was just like, I didn't expect that the tires would be holding on at all. But I kind of expected, you kind of hit that in this car across, I guess every car in iRacing, where it's like you hit these plateaus of lap time, and it's like you do 13s for a little while, and then it drops off quick to mid to high 14s, and then it drops off to the 15s. And that's what I was kind of expecting to be in the 15-16 range, but never got there, at least in the first race.
No, there's a couple laps there. Like I was on track for like a 13 through the bus stop, and that would fuck it up somewhere else. But like I saved a lot of tire there too. What was your tires there at the end, if you're still in there? Your rears.
Oh, I just did a burnout, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that number's a little bit ruined, but yeah. Yeah. No, I was kind of surprised. I locked up the right front a couple times, just because when you're saving as aggressively as I was clutching into turn 1, clutching in the bus stop. I was like,
you're clutching?
Yeah.
Damn, son. I was just letting it roll in fourth till I'd like start turning until I needed it to actually set.
Yeah, I was still in second, with like 10 to go in turn 1, just to get the run. But yeah, I was like, I'd pass a lap car, and then I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna go, or they're gonna, like, I don't know what they expect me to do in this situation, because I'm gonna be braking or slowing out way earlier than they will. And I locked up 1 or 2 times into turn 1. I don't know if you saw that smoke, but oof. It was 1. I went straight off it towards that wall on the outside of 1, right with Bracy behind me. But
yeah, it was a good race for our team there. I think we'll gain some on that second race. We probably broke even that first race.
Yeah,
it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a pretty tight battle between you guys, Shift, and us for the team championship. And I think as long as we don't get junked, I think it'll come down between me and you for the drivers.
Yeah, I never know what to expect. I don't even know
You
where
know,
we're
I mean,
going
it's
next week. Where are we at next week? Do you know?
fuck if I know. I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm like taking this 1 week at a time right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Where are we? Dover. Oh yeah, Dover. Nice. Dover, Charlotte, Bristol, Nashville.
Dover, Charlotte, Bristol, Nashville. Yeah, that'll be.
Oh man.
That'll be. I think it'll be
Yeah.
tight. I mean, I'm gonna have to make up some time on you, obviously, because you were 9 ahead after that, and then
How'd you?
There we go.
How what?
How'd you do that? Like, I couldn't have saved that much gas. How the fuck did you do it?
I knew we didn't have enough on the restart. I started short shifting and clutching and
Oh,
yeah.
Say like Tate said at the end of the race. I don't know how you saved as much going that fast.
Yeah, I was learning a lot about the car, I guess, towards the end of that because the lap time wasn't dropping that off that much, and I was in super fuel save mode, gear wise. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of you. I don't know. It's just.
I didn't know what
I
to
was
expect.
4.5 seconds slower than this cock.
I know you are. I know you are.
And I had 0.1 gallons less than him at the stripe, which was shocking to me. But I knew that I figured when Thornquist pitted, if he didn't dive in the lap after, that I was had.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, at that point, I was like, all right, well, let's just get second. I told Goody at the beginning of the race, I was like, I just want to get second a couple times, you know?
Yeah. The Thornquist was like the biggest question mark for me because I knew he was gonna be, when he was going as fast as he was and you were dropping off, I'm like, he's definitely gonna be pitting here. But I was just trying to stay in front of him because if he got in front of me, it was he probably would have been the driving force
Here I
the rest of
go.
the way. Yeah.
See you in a second.
I just wanted to thank you guys for showing up. Honestly, that's the only reason I came in.
Dude, this league has gotten so much more fun.
I think the rules really help. I'm not super strict on everything. I mean,
How many points am I behind Nick?
Enough.
Oh, he got pulled in right at the right time.
He's enough points. I think he's gonna end up like 11 points, 12 points.
Hopefully, I'm not too far back.
No, you'll be. I don't know. I'm not gonna do the quick maths off my head right now, but you won't be too far either.
Oh, that's good.
I think you're gonna be 17.
Huh.
15 to 17 points back.
It's a bit of a mountain to climb, but I can get there.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
I mean, I think Robert Hill Jr. is going to have. I mean, he had the biggest hill to climb as it was, but I think he'll have an even.
I get it, cause Hill.
It's Hill.
Okay.
Okay.
You've got to be a dad, Eckert.
Nope. But I love the dad jokes.
No, dude. For Eckert to be a dad, somebody'd have to actually sleep with him.
Wow, just like that, huh?
I'm just kidding.
Damn,
I mean,
man.
I didn't think that people that watch soccer, get laid. So.
Wow. Damn.
I mean, I don't watch soccer and I haven't been laid.
Well, there's another reason for that, but
If you call me ugly, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you.
I mean, I'm.
Don't you say it. Don't you?
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna-
cry.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
cry.
it.
I will tell my mom on you.
I'm not gonna say you're ugly, but like, there's obviously something wrong with your personality.
Oh my god. No, chill. He's like, hey, thank you guys for coming out, and then he's like,
That I'm
"There's
just
something
gonna
wrong
insult
with you."
I mean, I thought there was something wrong with
Oh.
him for a while. Okay.
Ooh, damn.
That he's speaking the truth on that one.
I think when I was racing in Elite, I might have even told him I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with him.
Oh, bro, you hated me in Elite.
I didn't hate you. The only person I hated in Elite was Colin Bowden. He was the only person that I ever like completely 100% hated.
What did
I
he
didn't
do to
hate
you?
anybody else. He just was an annoyance.
I mean, yeah, he's been an annoyance to me because he keeps beating me.
Yeah, a few times when he'd lap me, I'd be like, dude, Like, just calm down. Like, I'm gonna let you go. Nope, beats off the fucking bumper. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. Like, fuck. Don't fucking try to wreck me while you're lapping me. Don't get out of my way. I'm like,
I
dude,
should have beat
you're
him.
3 seconds back. Get out of just fuck.
I should have beat him at Michigan and Dover earlier this season.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. Next week you go to Suzuka.
Yeah, I saw that on their schedule. That's
Wait,
sick.
where are you going? What are you racing where? At Suzuka?
Next Gen's
Elite
at
Cup is going
Suzuka
to
East.
Suzuka, the Grand Prix circuit for F1.
Like the one that NASCAR ran in the 90s.
Is it? Are they using the East circuit? I thought you were
they're
using the
using the
Grand
East
Prix.
circuit.
Good luck. That's gonna be chaos.
That's
Bro,
gonna be a
it is
fucking
so
shit show.
much fun.
Oh,
It's a fun
layout.
track.
There's nowhere to pass.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. That's okay.
Dude, you got every turn to pass.
Mhm.
Got turn 1 to do it cleanly, and every other turn to beat him out of the damn way.
Turn 1, Suzuka. There's no braking into turn 1. You're rolling through turn 1 and you're braking into turn 2.
No, in stock cars you're braking.
Oh yeah, I know
You're braking a bunch.
Well, I haven't driven the. I don't even think I
haven't driven the next gen car there, but I've driven the XFinity car on that layout, and it's goodness.
The next
I
gen
did
is
the
a lot
next
better on
gens.
those courses.
Yeah. I did the next gen there. I had to downshift from 5th to 2nd just to make turn 1 and set up for turn 2.
It's a struggle, man.
Is it really that bad? I didn't expect
Yes.
it. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
it is that bad.
Well, because then, that means
because they're so heavy.
Yeah, I guess that also means that last corner then before you get back on the front stretch is another heavy braking.
I think it's like that's probably like what, a 3rd or 4th gear corner, and I mean it's not heavy. I don't think it's heavy braking. I don't know. I haven't driven the next gen car there. I've driven the XFinity car and truck there, but
the last thing I drove
it wasn't
was
like heavy.
Pro 4.
Pro 4.
Yeah, we do bump drafted down the front stretch.
Yeah, dude, that's what you do.
Yep, hell yeah.
I was so upset when that first start in the second half. I thought I had you off of the hill, Eckert.
Oh yeah.
OSCA Road Series.
Yeah, I was like,
off.
I was pushing it harder than I wanted to in that moment, but I knew that if I could just stay side by side with you going into the bus stop, we were in good shape. I didn't expect the field to absolutely eat it going up through the S's. Though.
I didn't expect the field to eat it either, but I'm telling you right now, I was not gonna back out going into that bus stop.
Yeah, that would not have ended well for you. I can tell you that much.
Or you.
Well, I was prepared for it, but I had the curbs to my benefit. The curb on the right would have probably ended up with shipping you to the other side. But I don't know. We'll never know.
You
what
mean
would
the
have actually
wall on the right would have shipped you into me?
Well,
I would have pinched you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that at all.
No, but what I wanted to do, I wanted to try and like get up to you and get you to push it harder than you wanted to, because I knew you were saving fuel in that moment, and I definitely wasn't. So I just wanted to get up to you after I lost all that ground, and then when I did, it didn't really seem too easy. It seemed a little bit harder than I thought it would, and I'm thinking, I'm only gaining by 0.3 through the second sector. I don't think he's saving. And if you were saving, I didn't think it was going to work, but you saved just enough.
Yeah, I was watching that number. I knew that I had to keep whatever I was doing going through that run, right? So it was like early on, I pushed it a little bit just to try to get a bit of a gap, and then it was just try to settle in and go keep an eye on the number every lap and see what was happening. And I think at one point I was down by like half a lap, maybe a little bit more, and then a couple laps of like really heavy saving, and then I went into just doing my normal thing throughout the rest of the lap, just saving that way, and it was just enough to, I crossed the line with 0.4 gallons of fuel left, so I knew I was good to go.
About the same number.
Yeah, DJ was telling me, he's like, you got a gap, you can use it if you need it. You don't want to run out coming to the line. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I should probably not push it too hard, but yeah, it worked out. Definitely worked out. I was surprised you pitted as quickly as you did, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I mean, I don't have a clutch pedal.
Yeah.
And
that hurts. That definitely hurts.
Yeah. I have a base Thrustmaster T150 setup that I've had since the beginning of 2019. Haven't made any modifications to it. It's still stock. The hand grips on each side of the wheel, they've literally peeled apart. Like they've disintegrated.
I know that's it's the top of my G27 is starting to fall apart too, just from usage and from all these years. I know it's I'm hoping it holds on, but I know that the grips and stuff is just once that starts to fall apart, good luck. But yeah,
I
no,
mean,
and not having a clutch is a big deal.
yeah, that I do. For me on the road courses, what makes me really good is I watched a video that Zach Novak did a while ago, and he changed his settings from
Off you go, Jonathan!
what the fuck?
Sweeping up popcorn here in Victory Lane. Johnny Eckert, you pulled off the sweep. How does it feel, buddy?
Woohoo! I'm happy. I'm really happy. The ladder race didn't go so hot, and I was not a happy camper. And then yesterday in another league, I sped on pit road with the race probably in my hand, and that threw a win out the window. So I had a lot to make up for today, and I feel like I definitely did that.
Yeah, again, coming into tonight, we were kind of talking about on top of the broadcast. Of course, that's how chases work. But you had such a big lead, after the regular season concluded. But that boiled down to just 4 points heading here into Watkins Glen. And again, we knew this was going to be a good night for you points wise. Again, it's the Johnny Eckert Challenge at the Glen, and able to get that done. That's got to make you feel pretty good heading next weekend at Dover.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know what to make it tonight. I mean, the car. I messaged Delicato during practice, the practice before race one, and I'm like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of the setup? Just because the rear end was not in the track, and I was wondering what he was thinking about it and stuff, and we were pretty much on the same page. It was middle of the road given how slick it was. So I wasn't really sure what to make of it tonight, and I was kind of surprised at qualifying because I didn't think I was going to be able to put that lap down with how hot it was in qualifying. But I think that kind of was the platform, I guess, for me to kind of do what I needed to do. It just gave me that I guess comfort, or I don't know what else to really call it, that drive, I guess, to perform in race one and do what I needed to do. And then race two was kind of a little bit more laid back for me. I was just kind of going into the race. I was just trying to keep myself in one piece, try to make it to the finish, and then the caution comes out and the whole story flips on its head. So, yeah, 1-1 on speed and then 1-1 on fuel mileage tonight.
Yeah, we were kind of wondering if that's kind of how you planned it, almost. Kind of winning one by muscle, one by fuel strategy, one by the brain there, and certainly able to get it done here once again. But Matthew, you got anything for Johnny?
No, I mean, I don't know. I was saying in the broadcast at one point, I've said Johnny Eckert's name so many times tonight, it's going to make me sick, and the muscles in my mouth are getting tired from it. Because, I mean, you led the whole damn thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about. If you weren't there, we would have had a great battle for the lead. But, you had a really good race, and you were talking about, I laughed at one point in your interview there a moment ago. You talked in the second race about how much quieter and calmer the second race was. Maybe for you, but every single lap, somebody was having something going on. We had a guy upside down, guys running into each other 3 wide, wrecking, smashing, spinning, going off. I mean, you didn't see any of it though. It was smooth sailing for you. I mean, isn't sometimes you want to have some fun, but sometimes isn't it nice to be out in that lead and just be kind of cruising at your own pace?
No, because so it seemed a lot calmer. Like going into the race, I was a lot calmer because I had the result from race one. So as far as I was concerned, whatever happened in race two was probably going to just be, it was going to be a successful night just because I did get that win. I didn't know what to expect in race two, but I saw I think it was Rawls on his roof in the carousel after the restart, and I'm like, but it was a little bit more chaotic than it seemed because I'm not gonna be like, listen, guys, I'm passing the lap car or something. I'm like, listen, guys, I'm saving fuel. They pull over for you. Ray Bracey, for example, he was a gem. He got out of the way and whatever, and I appreciate him for that. But we went into turn one like 2 laps in a row, and I was saving big time, so I was checking up a lot earlier, and I think he knew that I was checking up, but we still both missed the corner. I missed it trying to make sure that he didn't run me over, or that something didn't happen. But he missed it, I think, maybe reacting to me a little bit, a little bit later on the brakes there. So it was a little bit more chaotic than it seems, because you go into, you pass someone, you go into the next braking zone, and if I'm elongating what my normal braking zone is, you don't know what the guy behind you is thinking, and I can't just be like, listen, I'm going to be checking up sooner here to every single person I pass. So, yeah, I was a little bit afraid going into certain braking zones and stuff, and you never know. Everybody, nice. I appreciate everybody tonight, who got out of the way and gave me room and stuff, but you never really know if that one moment lapse of concentration results in something. So it was a little bit more chaotic than it seemed.
Yeah, and that's the other crazy thing too. We were kind of watching, your lap times as well while you were trying to maneuver through traffic and save fuel, and your pace was still probably one of the, at least top 5, top 10 cars on the racetrack, and I think that maybe just attributes to how well you race here. But actually did take us a minute to actually determine if you were saving fuel or not.
Yeah, yeah. Tate told me in the waiting room that he was saving from lap one, and I told him I had made the decision early that I was going to be saving, but the issue for me, right, is that this is a completely different race, in my opinion, at least, if Chad gets out in front, if he gets to the lead and starts to drive away. So for me, the first like 3-4 laps, I was just trying to put down good lap times, try to pull away a little bit, and then save in little ways, and knowing that even though my dash or iRacing says I'm good to go, we're not good to go. There's no chance. We're way short. So from there, it was like, all right, I pulled a bit of a gap, and then then I realized from there that Thornquist wasn't going to be saving. So it was like, all right, can I hold him off before he pits? He pitted earlier than I kind of expected he would, and then yeah, so at that point, it was just kind of maintaining the gap to Tate. So last couple laps, I saved more than I probably needed to. I was probably good to go. I had more than enough, but I wanted to make sure I got to the finish, because you never know. You miss one corner and you're blowing through a ton of fuel again. So yeah, you never really know what to expect on those last couple laps, and yeah, I can't believe how fast it was. We were talking about that in the waiting room too. Is that the pace was a lot higher. It was a lot faster than I think any of us expected in that fuel save mode. Tate found something towards the end that he may have been able to use if he found it a little bit sooner, but it was crazy that being higher gears, doing all the fuel stuff was as quick as it was.
Yeah, it was fast indeed. But one thing I did have to point out as well is Thornquist. We were talking to him during his interview, and he said, it was once a mountain to climb to try to beat you here at Watkins Glen, but he said maybe it's more like a hill now. What do you got to say to that?
I don't know. I don't know what else. Listen, I don't like to get arrogant or anything, but I don't know what else you need to see. I'll be honest with you. I'll just be straight up. I don't know what else you need to see. I got the pole. I screwed up in practice a little bit. I really didn't get a lap time down that I should have, but it kind of made qualifying a little bit more of a surprise to me, at least. But pole, the first race, in my opinion, was pace. The second race was on fuel mileage. I mean, I like this place. It works, and I got mad at I want to apologize to Monticelli too. He got mad at me. He was telling he was in chat and on Twitter before. He's like, yeah, I want to congratulate you on the sweep, and I'm like, just keep my name out of your mouth. Let it happen first before we do that. No, but I got mad at him. Like, dude, just focus on yourself right now, please. I got a race. I got my own race to come out with. I didn't expect it, but I know it's just everybody expects it from me, but I don't. I don't go into a race expecting to win. I expect to run well, But
Did you read the name of the race?
yeah, I know. You know, I saw that. I saw a Twitter conversation. Someone, Monticelli posted on Twitter that I was gonna win. That he wanted to congratulate me for winning the sweep, for sweeping the races tonight. And then someone said this tweet won't age well, and I saw that before the race, and I'm just like, there's a little bit more motivation. So I appreciate you for that. But yeah, no, I just, you know. I didn't know what to expect. I never do. I'm over the moon to actually have finished both of them off. Oh, also, Bayuk, I apologize to you too. I was trying to send you a Kyle Busch video of him saying everything's great. I'm ready to get in the car and hold on. What is
Oh.
the yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to get to the racetrack and get in my race car.
Oh, I love that.
As the response, yeah, I couldn't get it to upload, and then the ladder series races started. So, but that would have been my my response to you about heading into this tonight. Last week was a Kyle Busch quote too, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but with that, since Carlos has given us the wrap it up signal here, yeah, any quick shout outs you want to give?
First off, thank you guys for broadcasting. Thank you to the league for putting on the show. Vic and Dallas for all that they do. Thanks to all the other admins too. Got to thank Urska and Harpoon Designs for supporting me this season, sponsoring the car. I'm glad to put on a good show for them for the first race in the chase. Got to thank ProAir Medical Supplies for supporting the team throughout the season. Zach, John Lynch, DJ Weeks, Kian. I got to thank all of them for all they do for to help me and help the team, and just I couldn't do any of this without them. DJ was throwing me all the information towards the end of the race about where Thornquist was, because he we didn't know what was up with him. So I want to thank him and thank them. But yeah, excited to see what's to come. Happy to come out of here with 2 wins, and it's coming Rome! Woohoo!
Hey, you brought it back. Love it.
Absolutely.
Hopefully Vic's in bed now. You didn't get to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I'll hear it somewhere along the way. I'll hear about it somewhere along the way.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, again, congratulations for getting the sweep here tonight at the Glen, and best of luck to you next week at Dover.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it, guys.
You bet. There's Johnny pulling off the racetrack, going back to the hall.
Hey, nice double win there.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I apologize again for getting so upset in ladder race. I mean, it was, it was just last week I got absolutely destroyed, and it made it 3 times worse than it needed to be. So, yeah, sorry about that again.
You're all good. I understand getting a bit hot-headed. That's partially why I gave you so much space when in race 1.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that too. Guys, you were great for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, the ladder race was just not. That wreck was unnecessary to begin with, but I didn't expect.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't expect the netcode to absolutely wonk me twice.
Second league race in a row that I've had someone sitting on top of my car.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good trend to have.
At least I broke it with this race. Although I did a really risky strategy in both halves.
Did it work out? Oh, yeah,
I mean, I'd say it did.
Yeah, it was pretty good result still. I know you stayed. What was it? You stayed out in race 2. Yeah, it had to been the caution on race 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna try something new. I thought back to last season, the exact same thing happened. I knew that most people weren't gonna save fuel because they'd think they're gonna make it, so I'm just gonna stay out, go hard, pit late or early. I end up pitting, and then just try something with tires, and it worked out.
Yeah, where were you running when the caution came out? I think you
Like
started 11th, so I don't know. Did you fall back?
Yeah,
a couple
around
spots?
11th.
Yeah, that's insane.
I mean, it worked out somehow. Once
absolutely.
again, overly risky strategy. Didn't spin the tires on the restart. And it's funny, I was a part of the crash quite badly, and yet the car was relatively fine.
Yeah, these things are sometimes beasts when it comes to damage. You never really know. Caddy, on the other hand, is a sensitive little little flower or something. It just breaks. No contact, no a car being fake, not actually being there, dead.
Touch a curb, car explodes.
Yeah, the bus stop, going in the bus stop on the right side, just launching to the moon every time.
Yeah, pretty much. Ugh. I'm watching the replay back on the wreck. I'd slowed down because I saw it happening. Didn't know where Lineker was going to go, and DJ was pushing him. I saw the gap start to open as I thought they were going to push up to the outside. So I then gassed it up to try fill the gap, and then DJ managed to get dislodged from the 83 and then just came down. So I apologize to him. I'm not sure how he feels. He hasn't said anything afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think from what he said in the race when all this happened, I don't think he's upset at you at all. I don't think he really had much of a choice, because John Lynch was asked DJ the same thing because he had like 10 minutes of damage to get repaired from that whole thing, and I think he was more upset about the fact that that they had teammates make contact beneath him, in turn one on lap one, shipping it 3 wide, which is kind of a bit much, but for such a long race, but. Anyway, and then someone went off track, and he came back on track, and that was the contact. So I think he was more frustrated about that than you or anyone else. Because again, like it was the first contact it looks between you and him, he and you, was like a solid foot of netcode again. So you wouldn't have.
It wasn't large netcode.
I mean, you
I just thought
launched to
that
the
because
right.
of how I thought of how I came in. It could have been classed as ARCA braking, even though I slowed down and the gap started opening. But I'd say if he didn't get clipped by Leininger, he would have been able to keep it straight. It was more so self-inflicted on myself.
I don't really think that was ARCA braking, to be quite honest with you, because I think you saw that there was the cluster in front of you. You checked up, you saw them wrecking, you checked up again, and then it's like, as you said, the gap opened and you got on it. And again, I don't think the accident happens if you don't get netcode contacted first, because the way that you make contact there, it just launches you to the right. But
Either way, it's still good to apologize, even if it's something small.
yeah, that's the way I am. I don't like to have grudges over stuff that happens on track, like the kind of like the Delicado Vince thing going on forever. It seems like it's for me, it's if I do something wrong, I like to apologize to the guy. I still have to go message Ellie from last week because I saw you join the Discord the other day for the ladder series, because I barely tagged him and turned him in the ladder series last week, and it's just like I didn't mean to get into him. I know he was upset about it, but it's just yeah.
Yeah, just a part of racing, I guess. Then how people decide to treat the matter afterwards, that really depicts how bad it is.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. So, anyway.
You need to slow down a bit.
Yeah, we're done with road courses, so we got 3 on the season. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that I can only have 3 unique besides the fucking throwback design for next season.
Yeah, I saw that and thought to myself, that's a little much personally, but I know why I know why he's saying it, but at the same time, I'm like, you can do whichever you want. I mean, you paid the $27 or whatever it is to get in. It's kind of a bit much to limit you that early.
It's funny, as since making it to the main series in OSCA, I haven't missed a single week. I've ran a new design every single week as well. Yeah, towards the end of last season, there were a slight differences, but technically changes.
That's one way to get around it. Start messing with the scheme a little bit, little by little.
I don't think I'll be let off that much, though.
You never know.
Which reminds me, I need to start looking at potentially asking other teams for if they're going to be looking for a full-time driver next season. I've decided I'm leaving NAR.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, very interesting.
Second season in a row that I've made the chase after being full-time driver.
Yeah, I mean,
when all my other teammates are fumbling around towards the back.
I mean, you stepped up big time. You're. I don't want to say that you were hazardous, but there were times last season or last year that you were a little bit more sketchy, and now you're not that at all. Like you got pace sometimes, and that's good, and other times it's kind of like just making it to the end, but you're not involved in stuff every week. You're not wrecking every week. It's just you're having good runs, and I think that's
Pit lane speed
something
limit
to,
is 64
all right,
kilometers
Tucci's
per
gotta shut
hour.
up.
Box
But
in
that's
4.
something good to something good to look forward to, and I think something that teams will be interested in seeing.
Funny, I thought that this season has been relatively bad, running around 20th position, and especially after Bathurst with how royally I fucked that up. That left me in quite a dark hole. But then after that, I was like, okay, I just need to pick up points where I am. Just let people by if needed. Don't get involved with the Austin Beers of the group. Just try to keep the car underneath me. This race, I was a lot more aggressive than normal, but I was doing it in a way that was safe. Even
Yeah.
though Austin still fought to complain, even though he causes a lot more wrecks. And besides, last season, it was more so just being sick of being punted every single corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. The thing with you and D West didn't help your situation at all, just because it seemed like a shouting match, and generally, just given that more people knew, at least in my view, knew D West versus you, that they were more likely to side with D West versus you. You know what I mean? So it's like you'd have a
Yeah.
little bit harder time getting through it. But you have to also understand regarding this season too, is that the sweatiness, I call it the sweatiness, but the speed, the pace, the ability of people in this series took off tremendously, because you have a whole bunch of new guys, new cars, new people, the sub situation. It opened the league up to a lot more people, and it made the league a lot harder from that regard. So running 20th every week may not be the greatest thing to get out of it, but you have to realize too is that this is not the same league as it was last season. And I think if you can find the little positives out of it and learn something every time you go somewhere, especially in a new car, compared to the truck last year, where you're not really coming with any information, any previous races at these tracks, you're going to be in better shape. I mean, you've come a long way from the Dover 30 incidents in one half. I mean, you're going to have to
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, but
we're going there next week.
We're going there next week. And hopefully you take a little bit from that. Not.
We'll see.
Just don't push it on corner exit. That's the most important thing. If you're gonna drive in, you can drive in easy, whatever. But if you push it too hard on corner exit, you're going to meet the wall. You meet the wall once, it's gonna end up meeting the wall twice, and then it's gonna be 4 times, and 8 times, and it's just gonna get worse, because every little bit of damage is gonna make it that much harder to get there. So.
Yeah. It's funny, you're one of the first people that I actually spoke to in OSCA when I first messaged you with making designs back for USA.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boy, have things changed.
Yeah.
I remember all these little things.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
It's a good thing to take out of it.
Yeah, I also remember how Matthew Bayo spun on Eldora and then end up causing me to be completely fucked. I also remember that very well. And that was only my second Truck Series race.
Yeah, I try not to remember too much, because if you harp on that stuff, I mean, remembering it is one thing, but if you think about it when you're talking to people and stuff all the time, it's only going to make everything worse. It's going to make you add a little bit of tension. It's going to frustrate you. It's going to make the racing around them that little bit more difficult, and it's kind of.
Well,
I try to let it go,
but
it's hard.
About it that much.
Sorry?
I wouldn't necessarily say I think about it that much. It's just I just reminisce on it. It's like, oh, I remember you spun me out. I also remember how Capuano spun me out in New Hampshire. Like Bonnie at Milwaukee.
Damn, you gotta start writing this down, because it seems like this list is pretty damn long.
Well, it lowered a bit this season, luckily. I also remember how every single season so far, besides this season, luckily, Vincent has spun me at Watkins Glen.
Well, from a humorous perspective, I think he had all eyes on the 7 tonight. I don't want to get in the middle of any of that, but I just this whole 1v7 rivalry is funny to me only because it's 1 and 7, two very similar numbers regarding like style wise. It's like you could interchange them and not notice the difference. But yeah, I just find it funny because they seem to be two big personalities going at it, and oh man, it's always interesting.
I've tried to improve my driving this season and more so use it as a learning curve. Try figure out what I can do with tires and not. And normally my strategy does work out. There's only been like 1 or 2 occasions where it hasn't.
Well, those are good. Those are good moments then. You know what I mean? Because you're getting something out of the races, and that's probably the most important thing. When it comes
Yeah.
down to it, is that you're ultimately, if even if the result's not the best, not what you were really looking for, it ends up, you have a good strategy, and that's something you could put in your back pocket and use if if you find that extra pace the next time or something to that to that extent. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's strategy that I've been able to elevate myself into the points as much as I have.
I mean, that's a big thing because if you don't have pace, you don't have the pace every week, but you can still end up getting the results.
Yeah.
That's championship level success. You know what I mean? It's like taking a bad day
Yeah.
and getting something out of it. And even if it's not the best result, again, even if it's not the best result, if you can still end up taking something positive out of it and not leaving a track super sour about a result, then you're gonna be better. You're gonna be better for it, big time.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the best thing that I have for me right now. Well, my pace is a bit all over the place at times. Sometimes I'm at a good track, sometimes it's just nowhere. But then I try to fill in that space where I'm slow with good strategy.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's the smart play. That's what you got to do. It's figuring out when and where and how.
And because I don't have that natural pace, when I am able to fill in the spaces with some strategy, it then, well, elevates me. Things that you have to kind of learn with experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And you take those little things, and you learn. It's all one big learning process. There's a lot.
One
There's a
thing
lot
that
to learn, and
probably
with the state of the league being a little bit more, pacier than it was last year. There's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more to get out of it because there's like 15 people that are racing different ways, and you never know who's really going to come out of it on the top end. There's something to be learned from everybody that you see on track at any given moment.
Yeah, and with that being said, because of me being slow, I'm able to take the risk for as it may be what the chance of me messing up are low, but if I can profit from it, that's still a possibly even a big gain.
Yeah.
That's like with how it happened at multiple tracks where I took right tires only, just so then it would loosen the car up and try gain me some track position. And yeah, there's been tracks like Chicago where it was just trying to kill me on the longer run, but it did work out in the long run still.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you got to take out of it. If you gain something, if you learn how to drive the car in a tighter way, um, you know, if you're what the hell is going on here? Yeah, if you take something, you learn how to drive a little bit more aggressively, or you take something more positive out of it, from a driving perspective, like the way that you drove the car when it was loose, or if you managed to hold on to a super loose car and you didn't get the best result, but you're going to be able to, if you get that snap loose in a situation like that, you're going to be able to react to it better than you did before because you were able to handle a car that's super loose. That's why Okay, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back doing stuff soon. I don't know. Goodbye.